Alright. Playing Shen versus Lee. Cover, that's right. Against Lee, I don't recommend you actually chase him. So yeah, we just walk the lane, we place the blade. Yep. Yeah, now we hit a bit, that's fine. Okay, and now just walk up, see if you can get into range to him, and just go for the drag through. Play aggressive right now. Play aggressive. Don't let him far for free. You have the drag through. You just want a short trade. Okay, you committed a little bit too much. So you waited with forcing the short trade a bit. Wait, hello? Bugs. When you have a good blade like this, just force the trade as soon as you can. Walk up and see if he stays in range, and if he runs away, fine. Then you go for it when he goes for a minion. So you waited for far too long to force it. And then, did you multitask and like lost it a minion in between there? Like during the trade? So either you just accept that, oh, I took his bone plating, I'm good with that, and then you back off and lost it this minion and don't extend the trade. But something you pretty much never wanna do is like start a trade, then in the middle of the trade, while still being in melee range of him, lost it a minion and then go back to trading. That's like a no-no. That should never happen. And then you walk back for like another trade of auto attacks when you have nothing up. It's just an auto for an auto. That's never good, Shen. You wanna disengage the trade as soon as your imparted Qs are gone. And then replace your blade. Yeah, I don't hate this. He could have played it better, but since he kind of failed, that's a good trade for us. Now you just gotta hit the minions, yeah, because he has one more minion, so you wanna kill these and get level 2. And now, what do we always do, Bly? Instead of lost hitting this minion, you should try to walk up to him. Place yourself here before you hit level 2, so that you're already in range when you hit level 2. Always, always. Because now you're gonna hit level 2 and lost at this, and then Lee is gonna see, oh, Shen is level 2, I run away. And you miss the taunt barely. Walk up so you can taunt. Always, always, always. Oh, I don't know what Lee did there, but we take those. Sure. Yeah, you just keep laning here. It's fine. You're way ahead in XP. What happened to your good blade here? Oh, you probably just mistimed it, right? But even if you were trying to hit him and mistimed it, you still weren't in range to actually auto attack him, even if this hit. So like this key was bad, whatever happened basically. Even if it hit, you weren't in range yet. If you see him TPing and you want to go for the drag through instantly, that's fine, that's good. But then place yourself close, so, because otherwise, when you hit this drag through, he can just run away. Yeah, this is very risky right here. You could have died there. Okay, so there you had the wrong idea with a step. I could see like here. So once he misses his Q here, and you get the drag through. Thank you, Thomas, for the 8 months. And you get the drag through, like, or you have the option to get the drag through. You don't want to step back like this. This step back tells me there's something wrong, right? Because you can't die here. If he commits to the trade without this Q with his HP, he's dead. And since you're not in any risk zone at all, and he's in the risk zone, you stepping back is something really bad. But yeah, you should. Yep. that's a good kill to go for sure. And then we just recall. Yeah, it's fine. So now it's automatically gonna push away from you. So you can't freeze here even though you're super strong. So it's fine to slow push a little bit in the start here. Make him miss some XP. But once it gets to here, it's super important that you shove it in fully so that it can bounce back to you and you can eventually create a freeze. Yeah, I don't hate what you're doing here, but now there's no like good option for you to summon him away and miss XP anymore, right? Because you have the much bigger wave at this point, so this is gonna shove. So at this point we gotta help it shove as soon as possible, so it crashes. Like even a couple of seconds earlier means that it bounces back to you and gets here a couple of seconds earlier, which means you can sooner freeze him out and win the lane hard. So in this scenario, you have to shove it in, shove it. You don't gain anything from slow pushing this. The only thing that happens is that this wave, you see this wave, it might arrive here and make it not fully crash. It's kind of not fully crashed almost, and it starts to like auto attack these. So the way, yeah, you see here, like because you push this slowly, some of this wave gets stuck like in front of tower, and this whole wave, or almost this whole wave, is gonna die and miss XP for you. While if you had, when you had the bigger wave, if you had just used this time to actually shove the wave, like here, shove, then it would have crashed fully, it would have bounced naturally back to you, and then you could have also recalled without having missed a lot, but yeah. It would have fully crashed, yes. So the habit is that if it's like super slowly pushing to the enemy like this, then we wanna slow push / punish the enemy / zone him off. But once your wave starts getting a lot bigger, like it is here, then we gotta shove it instantly. And also a small thing that you did wrong here was to tank these minions the way you did. So in this scenario, your wave is a little bit bigger. It has one extra minion, and it is gonna push towards the enemy. But you may wanna make that push slow initially, right? And by walking up like this and taking these minions aggro for such a while here, you made it so your whole wave stacked up and starts hitting these, while their damage minions, their cannon, their 3 casters, all the minions that deal a lot of damage, aren't hitting your minions, because they're hitting you. So, like, while I agree with the idea of zoning him and placing the blade right, you should make sure to either take a large path around, or just wait for a little bit until these minions have come up here and started locking onto a target, so that when you walk up you won't take the aggro because they're already busy hitting your minions, right? So if you ever walk up and take a bunch of minion aggro, it's not just the damage that you have to think about, it's also like the fact that your wave is gonna push way quicker now that the minions didn't deal damage for a couple of seconds. Okay, so let's fast track. You didn't push this, so it didn't crash completely, so you're kind of in a meh spot, and he gets kind of back into the game. But anyway, we do get back to lane, and we are still ahead. So at this point in the game, we gotta like start punishing him and freezing the lane. So here, once you get to lane, you have Bum is up on him basically, and Boots, but Bum is up on him. That's huge. He hasn't bought anything apart from Endurance Blade. And you're level up on him right here. Like, sure, he's close to 5. But right now, you're level up. So as soon as you get into this lane, you should have 2 ideas. You should, like, look to trade and you should look to place the blade. And since you're so much stronger than him, especially because of the items, you have the option to just taunt him straight up here. Taunt him while he's busy last sticking this. Get the drag through. Press W. Trade him for a bit. Get his bone plating and chunk him a bit and then walk back. That way you will lose very little HP. He can't really trade it because you're so much ahead in items. And unless you stay in the minions, like fighting for a long time or anything, you won't take much damage back. You can just go in for the 3 empowered auto attacks, use passive and W to deny his damage and then walk off. Now he's chunked, he doesn't have bone plating, and your blade is in a good spot for when he tries to push it into the tower. I was worried about because of jungler here. Well, okay, sure, but gotta think of it like this. Like, a jungler is not likely to just sit in your lane forever, just randomly waiting for a gank. He's gonna come up there, like, at his timing, whenever he's done clearing his camps and he sees a good gank opportunity. You weren't even in lane, like, before this, and it was pushing towards you. It's very, very unlikely that the jungler is here right now. And you gotta be able to take some risks in the 1v1, or you can't ever extend the lead that you want to extend. The thing you have to be careful about is to be stuck in this kind of gankable area for a long time. Then you're asking to die to a gank, right? But if you just take a single moment of trading and then back off instantly, the enemy jungler has a very, very small window to trade. Very, very small. Okay, so here once again, you have a blade here, right? You have your stuff up. So to stop this from crashing, or to stop him from forcing into the tower, you gotta be threatening the drag through, right? So if you're sitting here, he can just walk to the upside of you and then force it into the tower, or force a bad trade for you or something. But if you stand right here, then once he tries to walk up to you, you can like threaten the drag through a lot more because of the angles. Like if your blade was here on the other hand, then I think you stand in the right spot. But since your blade is on the downside, you gotta like go upwards here. Because right now you have no option of threatening a drag through even. Every time you're gonna go up, he's gonna follow you up. And now you used your blade, you used your Q and your passive, which means you have no threat whatsoever for the next 8 seconds or so. And he's gonna have a way easier time shoving it into the tower as well. So, yeah. Oh my god, and he queued again. Like, there's no way for you to keep this wave from crashing if you don't threaten him. If you just let him clear this and waste your abilities, then there's no way you can like stop this from crashing in the tower. There's no way. Oh my god, and he missed the drag through too. Okay, it's just a disaster, isn't it? Okay, he's even more of a disaster, isn't he? Okay, this is this is something. Okay, another mistake here. So Jarvan wastes his EQ. Good, great. You get in front of him. Sure. Now your main goal is to just stay in front of him. Every time you stop to auto attack, like you do here, he gets to run away more. He even, instead of just running away, which he should be doing, he's attacking you as well. So he's making the same mistake. But now you do it again. So instead of just running here for like 1 second and staying in front of him and getting the drag through and killing him, you stop to use normal auto attacks, which means you can't get behind him now when you actually have Q, and it doesn't do the slow. You don't get the extra damage from MQs, and you just can't get the kill, right? So remember, whenever you're going for a kill on someone, or even a trade on someone, an extended trade, make sure that you stay ahead of them when the Q is about to come up. That's the #1 thing. It's much more important than every single normal auto attack, right? you queue early here. Yeah, you queue early like 15 times and stand in the wrong spot and everything. But yeah, Lee Sin fucked up and got taunted on the tower, so we take those. But you should have gotten Jarvan here as well. Alright, we'll stop it there. I think the most important thing that you have, or like one of the most important things, is to make it a habit of pushing in the wave when it stacks up and starts to become bigger, so it crashes completely. In these situations, you can't slow push this. Whenever you have a big wave, shove it, shove it, shove it, shove it. Alright, that's it.